Good evening. 1 minute until 8 o'clock, so we'll be starting in a minute's time. Hope you got your snacks ready for this evening and getting everybody ready for our first general knowledge quiz of this week. After a hugely successful food and drink special yesterday, some high scores there, really high scores. You'll be pleased to hear that there is indeed a food and drink question today, alongside many other topics. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello to Emma, who doesn't have any snacks, just dinner. Well, it's food, it counts. Absolutely fine by me there. And Caroline, hello to you. Welcome back. Let's see if we can get some high scores today. In the first round of this week's stay-at-home quiz at 8, we have 4 rounds, of course, this week, Monday through to Thursday. And then we have our weekend special on Sunday, which is a themed quiz. Last week, so yesterday, we had our food and drink themed quiz, and we'll be voting on this week's theme on Thursday evening. If you have a theme that you'd like to put into the mix, then feel free to throw that in the comments, and we will add that into our Thursday vote. Uncle Howard, good evening. Steve, good evening. And Barney, good evening. And one would imagine Jane, good evening to you as well. Alright, it is 1 minute past 8, which means we're good to start. So have a look at this for question number 1. If something is fabriqué en Chine, where did you buy it? If something is fabriqué en Chine, where did you buy it? That's question number 1. 20 question quiz, 30 points so, and of course that all important extra bonus point which gets you to that perfect score of 30 comes from a shout out, so do get involved in the comments on the side if you're watching on a computer, or just below if you're on your phone, and if you get a shout out through the game, then you take a bonus point, please. Here we go. Number 2, in what year did Downton Abbey start? In what year did Downton Abbey start? Hello from Adrian and Daniel, and a hello straight back to Adrian and Daniel alongside a bonus point. Shout out for my grandma, shout out for my parents as well. And my mum keeps thinking of Judith's minty feet. Well, there's a way to start the evening. Evening, Claire. And Jane is, of course, there. Number 3. Famous landmark. Name the landmark, and for a second point, the country that it's in. Name this landmark, literally a landmark in this case, and the country that it is in. My granddad says hello to Gerald. So that's 2 bonus points there, one for my grandparents and one for Gerald. We're going to move on to question number 4. So that one, number 3, name the landmark and the country. And the country that you find it in. Uncle Howard's getting in there with the hello to Gerald, so a bonus point for Uncle Howard as well. Number 4, In a Crowd of Thousands is a song from which musical? In a Crowd of Thousands is a song from which musical? It's one that I really like. I mean, it's not much of a clue, really. I like a lot of them. Adrian has been to this one. I'm going to assume that Daniel is talking about the landmark rather than the musical, but I might be wrong. Holly, good evening. This is Holly from Brighton, who lives opposite Claire from Hove. It's the dividing line there. Question number 5, here we go. 2 points available. It's a new one. It's a new famous faces question, except there are no faces. It's blank expressions this week. So can you name these famous people without their faces on? So, can you name these famous faces without their faces? Josh is so happy. That's good to know. What makes today a particularly joyous day for you, Josh? I thought I'd leave the eyebrows in. Do you think that was a good decision? I think it makes it very easy. Hannah, I agree with you. Always blank expressions. Moving on to question number 6. Here we go. Which 3-letter clothes brand became popular for their logo branded sweatshirts? Which 3-letter clothes brand became popular for their logo branded sweatshirts? Which I never wanted to wear. Which 3-letter clothes brand became popular for their logo branded sweatshirts? Oh, that's very kind of you, Josh. Number 7. Who was the leader of the Labour Party before Jeremy Corbyn? Who was the leader of the Labour Party before Jeremy Corbyn? Neve's here. She had one. Oh, had one of the question 6s. I had to check back through my questions to work out what did Neve have. I think Sophie had one too, but I never wanted one. And Claire is wearing one. Wow, there you go. Can't beat that. Question number 8 is our word game, and it's a new word game for this week. It's called Change a Letter, Add a Letter. So, can you work out the new word? You need to change one letter, and you're going to add one letter, and your clue for the word we're looking for is queen. So, your word that I give you is space. I need you to turn it to a queen, or queen of some description. Change a letter, add a letter. So you're going to give me a 6-letter word. Change one letter, add one letter. Your clue is queen. Give you a moment more with this one. If you need longer, just jot it down on your piece of paper or however you are popping down your answers. Get down the word space and the clue queen. And of course you can keep working on that one right the way through until we get through to the answers. We're going to move on to question number 9. Here it is. Who wrote My Family and Other Animals? Who wrote My Family and Other Animals? That is question number 9. Claire's struggling with question number 8. Question number 8. You're going to change one of the 5 letters that I gave you. And then, once you've changed one of your letters, you're going to add a letter anywhere in the word to give you a new 6-letter word. So you move from a 5-letter word, space, change one of the letters, S, P, A, C, or E. One of them is going to change to a different letter of your choosing. And then you're going to add an additional letter somewhere in your new word so that you give me a 6-letter word back, which works with the clue queen. Hopefully that explained it. That was question number 9. Who wrote My Family and Other Animals? Moving on now to question 10. Question number 10, as always, name the film and its release year. It's a 2-point question. Hopefully you get it. Oh dear. Claire spilt a big glass of red wine at question 3. Oh dear. Caroline's doing terribly. Jane thinks it's very difficult tonight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just make sure you put something down for each answer. You never know. A wild guess could be just the answer that I'm looking for. Let's hope it is. Here we go. Here we go. Number 11. Penne is to pasta as green is to what? Penne is to pasta what green is to what? Oh, we're all struggling tonight. Oh dear. And good advice there to drink white wine in the future. Or a drink, most popular drink in the world that doesn't stain is water. You could spill this. I'm not going to. But you could spill this. It wouldn't do a thing. Delicious. Right, next one. Number 12. What is the national winter sport of Canada? What is the national winter sport of Canada? Or green wine? It's funny, green grapes don't make green wine, do they? It's not a thought I usually dwell on, but that is now on my mind. Question number 13. Who plays Mr. Wormwood in the 1996 film Matilda? Who plays Mr. Wormwood in the 1996 film Matilda? I stand corrected. If I spilt my water on silk, Neve tells me, it will leave a stain. Just lucky really I can't afford silk. Cotton and polyester have no problem at all. It's interesting about silk then. Question number 14. Here we go. What cocktail is made with bourbon or rye whiskey, Angostura bitters, sugar, and topped with an orange peel? What cocktail is that? Bourbon, or you can use rye whiskey, Angostura bitters, sugar, and it's topped off with an orange peel. What is it? Josh trying to catch people out. Number 15, as always, is our musical question. And it is our computer going to sing us a song. And all you need to do for 2 points is tell us the name of the song and the original recording artist. So the name of the song and the original recording artist. Have a listen to this.
We're talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay.
There we go. So I will play it one more time if you didn't get it. You're looking for the name of the song and the original recording artist. You get 2 points for it. So it's well worth trying to get both parts. And here it is one more time.
We're talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay.
Okay. Auntie Cheryl has just had one of those mystery drinks, apparently. I must say, we're all on the booze tonight, aren't we? Judith always struggles with the singing computers, as does my mother. And the thing is, they're easy songs. They are songs that you will know. It's just that the computer does such a poor job of singing them. Here we go, number 16. You'll get this one, hopefully. Here we go, moving on to this question here. Name the fruit from the photo. Name the fruit from the photo. What fruit is this? Name the fruit from the photo. I'll give you a clue with the song one. It's from the 1980s. It's an 80s song, and it's an 80s classic. I know you know it. I picked the song so carefully to be sure that you will have definitely heard it. We're going to move on to question number 17 now. Number 17. And it's our logos round. So, hopefully, a good chance for you to get 5 points added to your score. And it sounds like some of you might need those 5 extras. So, let's see what we can do with these. 5 different logos. 5 points. Too young for the song. This song came out when you were in your heyday. But when you're not sure what the answer is, there's always Hunter to help you out. Oh. I'll give you a moment more with these logos. 5 points available. Let's see if you can get all of them. If you haven't got these, you're definitely going to get question number 18. Hannah, I think you're winning yourself a lot of friends this evening. Number 18, here we go. In what country is the French city of Strasbourg? In what country is the French city of Strasbourg? It's not always been a French city, though. I can't believe you still haven't worked it out. I really can't. Question number 19 coming up. Now, I know that some of you are sitting there going, where did the Harry Potter and the Bible question go? Well, it has gone. But don't worry, it's been replaced by, is it a Beatles lyric or from the Bible? So have a look at this. Beatles or Bible? You will eat meat for a whole month until you gag. Is that from the Beatles? Or is that from the Bible? You'll eat meat for a whole month until you gag. Beatles quote? Or Bible quote? It's a bit of a strange quote either way, but Beatles or Bible? Got a 50% chance of getting it right. Ollie, you're correct about the other country that it was. Question number 20 this week is a lateral thinking puzzle. So, here we go. Can you work it out? A man was moving house. He rented a removal van, put all of his belongings in it, and drove it to his new home. He entered into the garage with the van and unloaded his belongings into the house. But when he tried to exit the garage with the van, he couldn't. Why not? A man was moving house. He rented a removal van and put all of his belongings in it. He drove that van to his new home. He entered into the garage with the van and unloaded his belongings into the house. But when he tried to exit the garage with the van, he couldn't. Why not? That is our lateral thinking puzzle, and it is a double pointer, as question number 20 always is. So I'll give you a moment with that one, and then we'll start to go through the answers. Jane, I've just seen your comment about the heyday. It's on the way. Building up to the big moment. Alright, just a moment more with this one on the screen, and then we're going to go through the answers. Hopefully you at least got all of the multiple point questions, because that'll boost up your scores. Caroline's not sure what happened to her brain tonight. So long as you put something down for each question, you never know. You never know. Luck might be on your side. I'm surprised that people are finding it so hard tonight. I'll have to review afterwards. All right, let's start to go through the answers before the clues in the comments become so brutally obvious that they are just the answers. So here we go with question number 1. If something is fabriqué en Chine, where did you buy it? If something is fabriqué en Chine, where did you buy it? You bought it in France. You bought it in France. Number 2. I will also, by the way, accept French Canada if you were going to say it. All these clues in the comments. Number 2. In what year did Downton Abbey start? Ooh, it's anyone's guess, really. In what year? It was 2010. 2010 was when Downton Abbey started. Oh, we've got a mixed lot in the answers there for question number 1. Question number 3. Yeah, I get it, Daniel. That's a bit pernickety, but yes, fair enough. Famous landmark, number 3. Name the landmark and the country that it's in. The landmark is the Great Barrier Reef. That's the heart reef there. The Great Barrier Reef. And the country that it's in is Australia. Australia. Martin, I do like your thinking there, that you bought it from the manufacturers straight up. It wasn't quite what I was going for, but I get it. Question number 4. In a Crowd of Thousands is a song from which musical? In a Crowd of Thousands is a song from Anastasia. Anastasia. Which I saw on Broadway last time I was in New York. It was really good. Question number 5. 2 points available. Let's hope you got both of them. It might be Caroline's only 2 points in this quiz from the sounds of it. But she was happy with these 2. She did well up until this point. We're going to start with the one on the left. It was Justin Bieber. And on the right, Taylor Swift. Have a look at them. Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift. And we will move swiftly on to question number 6. Which 3-letter clothes brand is Claire wearing tonight? Which 3 letters clothes brand became popular for their logo branded sweatshirts? And the answer to that is Gap. Gap. So I never wanted to wear one because it just said Gap across it. I thought I was just a walking, talking advert. Gap is the answer for number 6. Number 7. Who was the leader of the Labour Party before Jeremy Corbyn? Who was the leader of the Labour Party before Jeremy Corbyn? And the answer to that is Ed Miliband. Ed Miliband. Need for giving it a Gap their proper title, The Gap, which they were. I think they've dropped the now, have they? I'm not sure. But they were called The Gap. Question number 8. It's our word game. Hopefully you worked it out. Oh, Caitlin wrote a lovely message and then it got deleted by Streamlabs. Streamlabs hasn't blocked someone for ages. I'll read it to you. Here's what she said. The fact that I just got a pop question right easily, right after getting an MT question wrong, musical theatre, is making me question my whole life right now. Here we go. This one here. The clue is Queen. The word that I gave you was space. And the word that I was looking for, absolutely right, is spades. Spades. So you change one letter, that would be the C, to a D. And you add a letter, which would be an S. We were looking for the Queen of Spades. We haven't seen Streamlabs for so long, and then suddenly Streamlabs has returned with a vengeance. Question number 9. Who wrote My Family and Other Animals? It was Gerald Durrell. Gerald Durrell. Different Gerald from the one we've got playing tonight. Question number 10. Name the film and its release year. Name the film and its release year. Ooh. Oh, Palace. Palace does seem to work, doesn't it? I'll allow Palace. I like that. Palace works, so you get a point for that. Palace, absolutely. Who'd have thought that could have two correct answers? Wow. Question number 10. The film is Star Wars The Last Jedi, and the year is 2017. So Star Wars The Last Jedi, and the year is 2017. Let's see if you work this one out. It wasn't supposed to be too difficult. So hopefully you got it right. Penne is to pasta as green is to what? Penne is to pasta as green is to what? Well, penne is a type of pasta. Green is a type of colour. So that is the answer, colour. They're both types of the other. So penne is a type of pasta. Green is a type of colour. Question number 12. What is the national winter sport of Canada? The national winter sport, they have two sports, one summer sport, one winter sport. The national winter sport of Canada is ice hockey. Ice hockey is the correct answer. Number 13. Who plays Mr. Wormwood in the 1996 film Matilda? I believe that is Matilda's dad, right? Mr. Wormwood. It's Danny DeVito who plays him. Danny DeVito. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a lot of multiple answers here, but yes, green does work for green tea and green bean. So Jane and Auntie Cheryl, I'm going to give it to you. There you go. Yep, absolutely right. I'm going to give it. Next one, number 14. What cocktail is made with bourbon or rye whiskey, Angostura bitters, sugar, and topped with an orange peel? Auntie Cheryl had it tonight. It was Anthony's special recipe, so we're hoping that she gets it right. The correct answer, as far as I'm aware, and remember I'm not a drinker, is an old-fashioned. An old-fashioned. It's not a whiskey sour. Unless a whiskey sour is the same as an old-fashioned. Number 15. It's our singing computer. Let's have a listen one last time. I think everybody might get this one right tonight, and I think we all know who we thank for that collective knowledge.
We're talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love. Okay.
Take on me, take me on. Did you get it? Hopefully you did. Take on Me by a-ha. So that's your 2 points available there. Take on Me by a-ha gets you 2 points for our singing computer question number 15. There we go. Good one, Uncle Howard. Call me old-fashioned. Here we go. Number 16. Name the fruit from the photo. Name the fruit from the photo. Funny name, this fruit. This is a kumquat. A kumquat. Stick to the line dancing. I wasn't very good at that either, Josh. You should have seen me, Josh. You should have seen me attending Caroline's Zumba classes. I was hiding at the back of the room with all of the very energetic and enthusiastic ladies who were no good at any of the moves, but seemed to go and try all of the classes. And we were all as bad as each other. The good ones were at the front of the class. Number 17, name these logos. You get 5 points if you got all 5. Hopefully you did. Let's start with the ball in the upper left-hand corner. It is Chrome. Top middle is Harvard University. On the right-hand side at the top is Dove. I even left the O in as a little clue for you. Bottom row, starting at the left, is Citi, or Citibank. I'll accept Citi. CITI. And on the right-hand side, it's Adobe. Adobe, of Adobe Acrobat fame. I'm pretty sure, talking of the dancing, Caroline's come in saying that I love the dancing. I'm pretty sure that somewhere on this channel is an example of me doing this dancing. I don't think... My favourite clip I don't think is on here, but it was me trying to lead a Latin line dancing class. I was so bad, I had it written out on a piece of paper so that I didn't forget the moves, because I really didn't know what I was doing. And it was on the pool deck, and the wind picked up and it blew my piece of paper away. Oh, it was awful. Oh my goodness. Here we go, number 18. In what country is the French city of Strasbourg? Well, of course, it is in France. It's a French city, and therefore it's in France. But it was, as Ollie put in the comments earlier, it was once part of Germany, and it sort of flip-flopped across between the two for a bit. So the French city of Strasbourg is in France. Question number 19. Beatles or Bible? You will eat meat for a whole month until you gag. Is that the Beatles, or is that the Bible? Well, today, that is a quote from the Bible. This is indeed biblical, and it comes, if you're interested, from Numbers chapter 11, verse 18. You will eat meat for a whole month until you gag. Nice. Nice. There you go. Next one, number 20 in the line. A man was moving house. He rented a removal van, put all of his belongings in it, and drove it to his new home. He entered into the garage with the van and unloaded his belongings into the house. But when he tried to exit the garage with the van, he couldn't. Why not? Yes, the word gag is in the Bible. We're stupefied. There we go. Martin Hyman has worked it out absolutely correctly. When you take the weight out of the vehicle raises on its suspension and it becomes too high for the door beam above the garage, which it had previously slipped under. That is absolutely correct. And if you put anything along those lines, then you get yourself 2 points. For the final question. Always worth 2 points, question number 20. Make sure you take both of them if you got it right. I like your version on Cheryl. He ran out of petrol. It was a diesel van. Oh. So, a little bit nervous for the scores tonight, but hopefully you do better than you're expecting. But we will see. Let's have a tally up of your scores and pop them in the comments, however high or low they might be. Let's see. Oh, I like that one too from Caitlin. If all his belongings were in the house, his keys were too. Daniel Hyman says the door was shut. How flimsy is the van? Josh asks. He didn't leave the key in the house, I'm afraid. No. The suspension was the answer. The van was now not weighed down with all his stuff. So we're starting the scores with pretty good scores actually. Neve reports in at 19 points out of 30 this evening. 19 out of 30. Judith's on 17. On Cheryl says, whatever. My parents got 15. 18 for Holly. She says it was a hard one, but 18's not a bad score. It's over half. Adrian and Daniel got 24 tonight. Caroline, not sure that she actually wants to say what her score is, but it is double digits and it's 13. Not terrible, not terrible. And Cheryl got 19. The Hyman family in Manchester got 17. Jane and Steve and Barney got 14. 22 for Hannah. 14 for my grandma. 21 for Josh. 14 for Claire. So we're sort of all over the place, from the early teens to the early 20s. We're all hoping it's easier tomorrow. But I think we can call it at 24 points being the winning score. My Bubba and Grenna got 10 points, so they're not in the running for the huge trophy tonight. But that's okay. There's always tomorrow. 14 for Uncle Howard. 14 seems to be the top score, actually, in terms of the most popular score to get. Rachel got 10 tonight. She found it hard. I think we're going to call it at 24 points for Adrian and Daniel. So congratulations to you. And I think that's another win for you. You've won a couple of times. So well done. Another one, another trophy to add to your shelf. And I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock for hopefully an easier quiz. General knowledge, of course, and some games thrown in. If you've got anyone who'd like to join us, please feel free to share the link. And I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Thanks for playing. Have a great day tomorrow. See you then. Goodbye.